So we just closed out the meeting with Flex Agent. Now y'all know I wrote that thing. I was like, I don't know if I can recommend this. This not for full time because of all these payment issues. Well, they're aware. They are aware. So I want to go over the good, the bad, the ugly. I took notes. So, a little bit, there were about 67, 70 participants in the meeting. We had the account rep from Wingspan come on. Now, this is good. Now, those of you who have done live ops and you're used to open force, you're kind of aware that Wingspan offers insurance, benefits, perks. Some are free, and some you pay like $12 a month to get access to, like Teledoc and the healthcare advocate, the pet insurance, and things like that. So that's good. I do like the ability to get insurance from the marketplace at a 20 to 30% reduced rate. So that is very, very good. I like the Teledoc, which is free with the perks subscription. And Teledoc, you all know, is 24/7. We had a Q&A with AT&T. So what I don't like, and I'll probably shoot them in the email because I've got an idea of how to address the issue. So suspensions, it's either 5 calls in a row that are unauthorized or 10 per day. And not for people who don't take a lot of calls, okay, I understand that. But if you're taking 100, you're taking 50 calls, you're probably getting, 25% of them are unvalidated. So, kind of do the math. I would love to handle this full time, and when I get the new headset in, we are going to do a day where I do this full time, probably on a Saturday. Um, and we're just going to kind of go from there and test that out. I'm not good on the suspension system. Y'all know how I feel about that. I did the video Sunday, I did the video Monday. I'm still not on board with the suspension system. Um, so we are working on sales. They are working on getting the sales calls done. There is some stuff in place down the road, but nothing specific was said. Also, for the login, if you want to keep your account active, you need to log in every 10, I would say every 10 days. I log in about 2 to 3 times a week, keep it pretty part time. Pay, instead of a 5-day delay, will be a 2-day delay with Wingspan, so that is pretty awesome. And let's talk a little bit about unvalidated calls, because we've all had them, and again, about 25% of your calls will be unvalidated. Now, Damon, who is one of the leaders of Flex, said this is more about performance-based pay, which I understand, because you've got some people that'll just transfer, hang up, don't validate, don't try, don't this, don't that, just to get the pay per call. So unfortunately, I think this does have to stay performance-based so that people are doing what they need to do. So I absolutely agree. So let's talk about Flexpert openings. It's coming in 3 to 4 weeks. You need to be able to take 20 calls per week with a good score and low transfer rate. This will stay 1099, and it'll be done by invitation only. We will see where that comes in 3 to 4 weeks. So that's exciting. And she did give some shout outs. I did get a shout out. So did Jolene and a few other people. But how do I feel? I'm cautiously optimistic because I feel like some of the things that I asked about and asked to be addressed was they're working on it. And somebody from AT&T was like, okay, this is kind of what we're hearing. This is what's going on. This is that. So it is being addressed. I do have a workaround idea for the suspension system. So I am actually going to send an email out with my idea and see what they think about it. Instead of instead of just an auto thing. I think I've got a better workaround for the suspension system. And we'll kind of see where it's going to go. I'm going to send it to support. I'm going to send it to Damon. And we're just going to kind of see. So that's where we are at with the meeting. We will be having more meetings. This was the first fireside chat Zoom meeting. So we will be having more if things at the end of the month progress correctly. And I see that people are getting onboarded. I see that the credentials are coming. I would feel very confident in recommending Flex as full-time pay, as a full-time income. I still gonna do them part-time. I joined Flex for debt reduction and savings. That's not changed. But I want to see more of these changes that they're talking about. I feel better after the Zoom because what I feel like is that some of the concerns they had, like that whole mess with gig wage, ooh, it soured a lot of people. Okay, the suspension system I think is still, like I said, I got a better idea. I really do, and I think based on other places I've worked, um, that it can be done. It can be done. All right, so I am going to do what I need to do. I'm going to get a new headset. We're going to give a full-time day out on Saturday if I get my headset today or tomorrow. And I will let you know how it goes.